Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is real quick. This is something I just had a thought about, and I want to get your views on this. And it's that, are women hypocrites? Now, again, this title is very inflammatory, and if you don't listen to the video, you just read him like, oh, this motherfucker, he's making the generalization about all women. The women that I've come across, and I'm just using this for the women I've come across, they seem to be fucking, like, they not even hypocrite, but they seem to be the most hypocritical I've ever come across. Because I was, one of my first interactions when I was in the army, we went down to Syracuse at this bar, and it was a college town. So we had this bar, and it's these college women, and we came down with a bunch of women from the military, and we all was drinking at the barracks before. So we got down there. Now, I pretty much already could tell that the women who I was with from the army, who we came with, none of them was interested in me. So I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time trying to talk to any of them. I'm talking to, some of the college chicks. I'm talking to the chicks who don't know me because I have a better chance of succeeding with them. So I'm sitting at this bar, and it's so bad because I don't remember, like, I wish I could describe how this girl I was talking to looks, but this was years ago. Like, it had to be like 2012 or some shit, so this is a long time ago. So I'm sitting there, and can I buy you a drink? And we buying drinks, and I'm talking to her, and from what I can gather, we're having a good time. Like, we're having a legitimate conversation. There's no back and forth where I'm not creeping her out. I'm succeeding. And this one soldier female, now again, she's Portuguese, very beautiful. She staggers over because, again, she's been drinking. And she says, why you... Now, again, we're both... Me and the Portuguese girl have been heavily drinking. Me and the college student... I don't know if the college student has been drinking heavily as much as I have. So the Portuguese girls come over. Now, I'm on a stool, so she spins me around. I don't know why you buying this bitch a drink. I look better than she do. And in my infinite fucking foolishness, I turn around. I said, I'm trying to fuck her. Unless you gonna suck my dick, then I'll buy you a drink. And by the time I turned around, the girl who I was talking to was gone. The Portuguese girl took off. And I was just sitting there thinking, why the fuck? I left that bar and I went over and I sat next to my homie Staples. And I said, this is why you don't go out with too many people. And he said, nope, not at all. And that was the first interaction of women viewing other women that's less attractive than them as lesser than them. And another time, this is fairly recently, I was talking to a female friend of mine, and we were talking about like the best relationships we had, and I was telling her like, oh, best relationship I had was when I was in Germany. It was this, it was that, it was blah blah blah. She said, well, what did she look like? And I showed her what she looked like, and she was like, oh. And I said, what's that fucking mean? Because, you could tell when a motherfucker says, oh, what they mean some other shit. And she was like, well, I thought she would be prettier. And I said, what the fuck does her physical looks have to do with the fact that she made me happy? I'm just saying, I thought you'd be happier with somebody who looks better. I said, did you just fucking tell me that if I'm happy with this average looking broad, in your opinion, I'll be even happier with a beautiful woman? And it was just the fact, and my thing, and the reason why I came up with this is that because if I'm in a relationship with a woman, right, and let's say we both met each other when we were fit, both incredibly fit, and I started gaining weight, would she still stay with me if she was no longer physically attracted to me? And if not, would that be a shame? Now, if the roles were reversed and I was with a woman and I stayed physically fit and she gained weight and I broke up with her because she was heavy, would that make me an asshole? Because it seems to me that women want to believe in the virtue of personality when it benefits them. And again, only the women that I know. But the moment that it doesn't fit and align themselves to their benefit, that's when they don't want to play the game no more. Because it's easy to be a hypocrite when you're the most beautiful woman in the room. Like, actually, I use this as an example. When I was in high school, me and this girl, we were having a conversation. And she was 16, and she was talking about her boyfriend. This is how long ago it was. I thought her boyfriend was saying me. I said, so how old is your boyfriend? She said 25. I said, wait a minute. Now, I didn't argue the legality of it because, again, that's not my business. I'm not going, fuck, I'm a call in an anonymous tip. Hey, follow this girl. She fucking with some old nigga. No, I can't do that. So I asked her, I said, so how would you feel if when you're 25, you dude at your job, you like him, but you come to find out that he dealing with a 16-year-old, how would you feel? She's like, I feel fucked up. I said, so why the fuck do you do it? And I said it to her just like that. And it's like, again, I can admit that I am equal to a fault, but also I tend to notice like the pattern behind your hypocriticalness shows. So maybe again, I'm not gonna say that I'm not an outlier, but maybe that's maybe that's just the women I know. But if you have any instances and where that has happened to you, or that you found yourself doing it, because again, it takes fucking real personal growth to see the negative side of your behavior. Because again, you know what? Actually, all right. Let's say, like, I know a lot of, like, I have a lot of, well, most of my friends are females. So I have a lot of female friends who come to me and they tell me about all the negative shit that their exes or that their current boyfriends or whatever are doing. And then they try to be like, well, men ain't shit. And I'm like, no, the men you choose not shit. And then it's like, well, how come you don't try a different type? Like, again, maybe 6-foot basketball player types, maybe that don't work out for you. Maybe if you find yourself a nice 5'2" fucking book learner, maybe you have more success. Because whereas men are supposed to look beyond physicality, women tend to hang on to that. Like, I've had women at my job, I want a nice tall man so that way I can feel safe and protected. And I'm like, bitch, I know a lot of 6-foot motherfuckers that can't fight. But yeah, I went off on a bunch of different tangents there. But in your defense, do you feel that some women are hypocrites? And if so, tell your story. I'm willing to interest, and I'm willing to have this conversation. So y'all go ahead, peace out.